Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had the ladies that laugh at you when they're giving you pedicures, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the newest patrons. Lead with Love, David, The Soulless, Miss T, Johnny, Charles, Edwin, Albert, Jaime, Marshall, Valentine, Brenda, Soulstar LA, J.I., my tocayo Hector, Cassandra, Coach Ken, Manuel, New Boot, I'm a Cabron, and Boss Lady. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, it is the first of the month. Make sure you hit that link in the description below. You do not want to be missing out. This episode right here, man, I'm going to tell you guys something. All right. When your boy came out on the YouTube and was telling the world that, hey, CDCR is corrupt, there's some things going on, man, that your boy's seen firsthand up at the top. Nobody really bothered with that, right? But the Menendez brothers, wow. Ooh. Then you wonder why I ignored them in the prison system. Right? Say it again for the people in the back. Then you wonder why I ignored them in the prison system. They don't need any more attention, right? But this video right here is going to be about inmate manipulation tactics, right? Somebody requested it. Been doing a couple of interviews, right, on the Menendez brothers, on certain news channels. Wow. Right? Not really my style to do that, right? But here we go. This right here is more of my style. Talking to people that listen. People that get it. Manipulation can come in all sorts of forms and ways. Well, what is manipulation? Manipulation can be a tactic of doing something with the ulterior motive of obtaining something else, like getting something, gaining something. What can I get? What can I grab, right? They teach you that at day one at the academy. There's a lot of things they teach you at day one at the academy, right? One being inmates are dangerous, and this is that mindset that they put you into. A lot of it is for survival, right? But your boy is out of that already. All inmates are dangerous. What are they going to say? Manipulation. They're always trying to gain one over you, right? They're always trying to gain one on you. So something as simple as two inmates in cahoots, right? It could be numerous inmates in cahoots, right? Two brothers, right? The Menendez brothers. In general, it can be in cahoots. One guy can say, hey, CO, what time is it? And while you look at your watch, another inmate goes over there and grabs an apple off the shelf that he wasn't supposed to be grabbing, right? One inmate distracted you, and the other one's eating an apple. That's manipulation. They just manipulated you, right? They just gamed you. There was a stabbing that I talked about. Yeah, it gets more gruesome than that. It's never ending. It's infinite, right? You can write a book called The Black Hand and get out of a prison of a life sentence and get out to the streets, right? There's different ways of manipulation tactics. This is just the truth that I'm spitting. I talked about a stabbing that I saw before I bounced in December, where two whites were in cahoots. One was a former AB member. The youngster goes, talks to the podium, talks to the officer to distract him at the podium. Meanwhile, this old 64-year-old man pulls a weapon from his waistband and goes to town on these two child victimizers, right? That's what I'm going to call them. Bam, 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 bam. Manipulation. Dude manipulating. And in turn, I got to wet my whistle. Don't trip. Jacked up right now. But I keep fucking pushing forward, right? So, this gave you like 3 forms of manipulation. So, Hector, the news be asking you questions, right? They be trying to back you up against the wall. I don't like getting backed up against the wall, news fuckers, right? So, are they model inmates? Model inmates. Tell you real quick before I jump onto model inmates. I think I told you guys, I'm pretty sure I told you guys, I gotta look back in the videos, so do you, about this Marine. This Marine that thought he was smarter than me. This Marine that thought he could outsmart me. He's pretty close but no cigar, as my grandma used to say. Delta Yard, this guy writes a great letter, a good attaboy kudos letter to the warden, to everybody, saying how the staff on Delta Yard are the best, the absolute best. He's never seen anything since sliced butter, and that during COVID, we showed up and we left our families abandoned and we came to work to do our duties. Well, in no less than a week time period, he turns around and he writes a freaking letter saying that everybody's getting beat up on the yard and that all the supervisors know about it and they're letting it happen. I'm like, oh my God, bring his ass in here. Bring him in here. I have both letters right there. Did you write both these letters? Yes. Why would you do that? Because it's true. Well, which one's fucking true? The bad stuff. Oh my God, I'll be fucking damned, right? I'll be damned, right? I'll be damned. So, needless to say, I wrote that inmate up for unlawful influence. Unlawful influence. You can look it up, right? It's a good training tool. Of course, we have to go interview everybody else. Everybody says, no, that guy's crazy. That guy's trying to get the MAC rep position. This dude was a big giant conspiracy about the MAC representatives. So there, on every yard, there's a group of MAC reps. They're the spokespersons, the voice persons for the whole entire population. It was him and a bunch of other guys fighting for the top. I don't know, man. Nobody was digging that dude's style. He was grimy. He also planted a weapon on a white boy. I also did that video. The same guy planted a weapon, a knife, on a white guy's, oh my God, this was not good, laundry bag. And then ran and told the cops that guy had a weapon in the laundry bag. That's manipulation. Dude, that guy was a manipulator, right? Not a very smart one. Now you guys know what manipulation looks like. You can go like this. Right, over here you had two fingers. Now it goes over here. You just manipulated me, right? What the hell did you do? How did you get your finger to go over here, right? All kinds of these shenanigans. So now let's get to those two brothers. 6-man cell. A 6-man cell. They are always finding They are always finding cell phones. Cellular telephones, contraband cell phones in that cell. If it's a big giant cell with 6 little bunks, 1 toilet, and they walk in that room and they find a cell phone, guess what? Guess what happens? Well, I'll tell you what. None of the brothers, right? None of the Menendez brothers raise their hand and say, hey, that's my cell phone. The other guys that are starstruck and awestruck and hoping to gain some money, hoping to gain some fame, of course, they'll snatch it up in a heartbeat. ACO, that's my cell phone. That's my cell phone. Now, when it comes to the judicial process disciplinary process inside the prison, as a lieutenant, as an officer, as a sergeant, we all have options. We can write, if it's in an uncontrolled area, like let's say it's on the floor, you got 6 dudes around, we will charge all 6 inmates with constructive possession of a cellular telephone device. Meaning, you knew that there was a freaking cell phone there, right? It's a cell phone. It's a cell. So just because these guys don't have major write-ups does not mean that they are not partaking in behaviors that they should not be partaking in. What do you want me to tell you? That's the truth. That is the truth. Fuck, they won't even let me be saying that on the news. Why? How? I don't know. That's the fucking truth, right? Now you guys know, like, oh man, if they're doing that, what else are they doing? Exactly, right? It's never ending. You give a guy an inch, they take a mile. My dad used to tell me that. Something like that. You give a guy an inch, they take a foot. You give a guy a finger, they take your arm. Right? You don't. That's why you ain't supposed to be doing, like, be on point. I don't know what else to tell you besides manipulation is not good. It's not good in any way, shape, form, especially if you're using it for ill intent or personal gain. As far as, like, I mean, it's just not good, right? If you live a good life, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Anything coming around and just biting you in the ass. I'm going to keep it short for that one, man. It's manipulation, just dropping in. And, yeah. Message for today is people are not always going to come. The people that come to you and even people that are thanking you or praising you, be careful, be cautious, man. Don't take that for face value. I learned a lot of hard lessons, man. People that you think are on your team, they're the same people that go around and talk smack, right? Could even be family members, could even be loved ones, right? Set your boundaries. Set your personal boundaries. There's nothing wrong with setting your personal boundaries, protecting your space, protecting your mental health, your well-being, and doing you in a positive manner, giving back to society. Keep pushing forward.